Hello, hello, hello. I'm a woman of my word. This is my second live of the day. I told everybody that my first live, I was gonna come back here and finish reading Matthew's chapter 20 because I just took a quote this morning and just briefly talked about it, and I was led to just read Matthew's 20, and I'm going to go through the 1 minute mark, and then I'll get into Bible reading of Matthew's 20. Welcome everybody. Encourage you guys to read up, get your Bibles ready, um, follow on with me because today's verse I just got on the online daily verse of the day, and felt the need to and led to read it with you guys. Before I get started, I would like to say forgiveness and being humble is always the key, even what kind of day you have. My day was starting off right, starting off with you guys. Kickstart to my day was very blessed, anointed before God. And trouble hit. It's just, it's just when people affect it's like when their day is affected, it kind of works with you, and then instead of pointing fingers at them and always redirected back to you because you want to speak up. And the reason why that happened to me was I have a circle time. Me and my assistant, I think she gets very excited, very nervous sometimes, and it's anxious building up with everybody because we have this people coming in to observe us, credit us, recredit us, and see what we can do better just for suggestions. The Lord was leading me, and I said to the Lord I was going to redo my whole circle with new names. And by me staying later at my job, the Lord said, use a child to say, Miss Jaleesa, where am I going to sit? And I just sparked me, okay, I have to redo all the kids' names to see who sits where and who's going to be where we are. And then Monday, today, um, my assistant said, she looked up, she said, okay, I got to get up and ask if this is appropriate for tomorrow. And I said to her, why do you have to get up and go talk to everybody? Because we had it for basically a whole year, and why would you want to change it beforehand? Especially if my boss had a problem with it, she would have said it's not a good idea. And I got up and I said, why do you have to get up and go talk about this? And I said, and I gotta go talk to her. Not only is she interrupting two classrooms, she our circle was going, and I gotta get up and I talk about it. She just sat there, and we're gonna get started. So it's not about me. I'm just letting you guys know that sometimes things can affect it. And so we're just going to get started in Matthew's 20 because the sparked in the last shall be first and the first shall be last type of thing. It's not about who gets who at my job, but it's just all of us working together, working as a team, and just going with the flow. So with that said, let's just get into Matthew 20 because I said I wanted to read with you guys. I don't have my Bible, but I just really wrote it down because it helped me ministering by me writing with my pen. I prefer to do this all day than just speak all day and just lead all day. I prefer to just write. It's only 1.5 pages because I write bigger. So let's get started. Chapter 20, Matthew 20. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning and hired workers. For his vineyard, he agreed to pay them a denarius. A denarius. It's like a dime or a quarter coin for the day, and sent them into the vineyard. Who about 9 in the morning he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace, doing nothing. He told them, you also go and work in my vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right. So they went, and he went out again about noon, and about 3 in the afternoon, and did the same thing. About 5 in the afternoon he went out and found Still another standing here all day, long doing nothing because no one has hired us. So I guess about 3 times he went in the morning, afternoon, and evening to help people hire hands to help him in the vineyard. And long doing nothing because no one wants to hire, I guess this third group. And he replied, they answered, he said to them, you also go and work in my vineyard. When evening came, the owners of the vineyard said to his former call of workers and paid them the same wages, beginning with the last one hired and going on the first. The workers who were hired at 5 in the afternoon came and each received a demerits. I can't pronounce it. Ugh, the words. So when those came to they hired first, they explained and received more, but each one of them also received a demerits. When they received it, they began to grumble against each other. I guess murmur, talk against each other. Basically, gossip. Like, how look at them. How did they receive the same amount when I didn't put in much labor, time, energy, sweat, and tear and time? But yet they just got there and they're just as equal, you know? It's just like people, it's like in a workplace or you go somewhere, like who does more than the other. So when I'm at my job, I try my best to make it equal because working with children, it takes a teamwork. Doesn't matter who does what, as long as everybody's safe, the count is on, the bathroom's clean, the kids are learning, kids are having fun, the parents are happy, you're happy. It's a teamwork. That's how I like to work in my job. So when those came, they received the higher first. They explained to receive more, but each one of them also received the demerits. When they received it, they began grumbling against the landowner. They're basically complaining to the boss. These who were hired last worked only 1 hour, they said, as you have made them equal to do us who has borne the burden of the work in the heat of the day. But he answered one of them. So basically they're complaining, they're voicing their concern, voicing their voice. Like, how do they want to work 1 hour, but we've been here for hours doing this labor, in the hot of the sun, working with their hands, probably working past lunchtime without a break in just a few minutes. And you know how that is if you work like that. But it's like any other person who works out outside. Forgive me, I lost my place. But he answered one of them, I am not being unfair to you, friend. Did you agree to work for the demerits? Basically, he's like, why are you complaining? Did you work to receive this payment? Take your pay and go. I want to give the one who have hired last the same as I give you. He's giving an example. Don't I have the right to do whatever I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? Thank you, Lord. They're mostly displaying what it means to be generous, display ownership and leadership. So the last will be first, and the first shall be last. With that said, on Matthew 20. Hear me out, you guys. I know I talk a lot about my job and I display a lot of examples of it. I just smile. I just be humble. Hi, you guys. I got a nice like. Hello, how are you? Welcome to my live. I just got done reading Matthew 20. Please say hello down below so I'm able to know who it is. I was just saying to myself, example, I'm just going to give you a brief run through about Matthew 20. Basically, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I'm pretty sure everybody's really familiar with that. I was just saying when I got off work, I said, Lord, I forgive those in my job because we just all, even though it's just in my head is repeating about the same thing. But I said, Lord, on to God. We all have to forgive. Doesn't matter who is first, who is last. We are here to get paid. At the end of the day, we're here for the children. I'm here to just smile. I'm here to just open up and just give it on to God. God is our first. God is the one we have to be able to just play the game with and just allow him to take score and lead us to winning. In this season's winning, peace, relaxing, taking a deep breath, and just being humble. So with that said, I'm enjoying this live. I'm really just getting the word and keeping my word from this morning, saying I really wanted to just read Matthew 20, and I said that. And that's enough said. Today's my sister's 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Arlene Coleman. With that said, she's 18. My mom's officially done. And happy birthday to my mother as well for birthing my younger sister. And I want to get into this book because I really want you guys to check out this author, if she's dear to my heart. This book is a poem book. It's about a memoirs of love in Genesis by Tamara A. Coleman. I will link down below on Amazon. I encourage you guys to buy it. My mom is $11.95. Probably get it cheaper on Amazon. Don't quote me on that. It's about poetry. I encourage you guys. It's about, how many pages in here? About 50, maybe it's 60 pages, 56 pages. It's about romance, poetry, about her life and her different experience about her love life and different poems that comes to her heart. So I encourage you guys to check it out. Give it a buy it. And I love my mother, and give her a chance to get her books out. With that said, I encourage you guys to just have a wonderful night. Tomorrow the people come, and I'm gonna just wake up, pray. I'm gonna wish my sister a happy birthday. With that said, encourage you guys to read Matthew 20. With that